Alrighty, I lost the die roll. Well, this hand looks okay, though. A couple 6-drops I can't cast, but I do have like a 3-drop, a 4-drop. Maybe I'm not going to keep it, though. Because I can't really cast my 3-drop reliably, so I think I'm going to mulligan this one, actually. Alright, this one's much better. Pretty glad I mulliganed there. And I even get a mountain off to the top to reward my mulligan. And a ground assault to even reward that further. Alright, so looks like my opponent is on Naya. He's got a Lockstone Smiter. Ugh. That guy's nasty. I can't really attack into him, can I? No, because even the Maka is just going to be a 2-for-1. Alright, so pretty unfortunate that he had a turn 3 Loxodon Smiter. I do get to kill it next turn, though. I think he's got a Madcap skills. Alright, well, I get to 2-for-1 him then. I'll do a 2-for-1 with the ground assault. That's okay. Pretty far behind on the life point race, though. But it's not the worst. We're just going to ground assault this dude now. We'll play out a Slitherhead, because why not? And then bash with Brush Strider. Provided I hit my next few land drops, I can Rubble Belt Maka and sweep his board. I can Armed and Dangerous rather and sweep his board. Alright, Shanktail, eh? Well, that's a dude. This is round 2. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna Maka here. He's obviously just gonna block the Brush Strider, so we're just gonna Maka. Maka Blood Rush. If he chooses not to block, based on the fact that I might have a trick, then I've got an Armed and Dangerous ready for him next turn. Alright, cool. So Armed and Dangerous is going to sweep his board. Because presumably he's going to play another dude here. And I guess I should have just played out the Maka there. That was a misplay. Oh well. Yeah, definitely played out the Maka there. Blech. Bad play. Rubbleback Rhino, eh? Is it really worth Armed and Dangerousing now? I guess if I can Armed and Dangerous to Slitherhead and bash him for 3. Or I can just Armed the Brush Strider, bash him for 6, or bash him for 8, get him down to 5. And Dangerous the Slitherhead. But that doesn't kill the Rhino. Alrighty, so yeah, I think we're just going to fuse Armed and Dangerous onto the Slitherhead and hit him for... Oh man, hold on. So let's think about this. If we Armed and Dangerous, I could just try and get him with a Maka and hope that he doesn't attack next turn. And if I do that, or if I just try and get him with the Maka, no, because then he could have a Blood Rush trick for the Crackback. Maybe I just attack with the Brush Strider, play a Verdant Haven, play a Maka, and then I can Armed and Dangerous next turn. Yeah, so if I attack with the Brush Strider, if he blocks with the Rhino, I just Maka Blood Rush kill it. If he doesn't block with the Rhino, I play out a Removal About Maka and just block whatever he does with the Slitherhead. I can scavenge the Slitherhead onto something else. And then I can armed it and kill. Alright, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack with the Brush Strider. Alright, no blocks. That's kind of what I expected. So we're gonna play out this Verdant Haven, targeting Rando Forest. And then we will play the Maka. Which I should have played the Maka last turn, but I didn't. So now, this turn, or next turn rather, I get to Armed and Dangerous and just kill him. Provided he doesn't kill my, doesn't kill one of my dudes. Yeah, Bomber Core is not that concerning. Yeah, we're just straight chumping with Slitherhead here. Ooh, and I even got a Course of Might. Alright, yeah, we're just going to scavenge Slitherhead onto the Brush Strider. And then we fused Armed and Dangerous to kill him. Fuse. This guy gets +1/+1 double strike. You must block this guy. And then I bash you for 10. Nope, you must block the Maka. Alright. So, Armed and Dangerous winning random games. Alright, so he's Naya. Managed to fight through a turn 3 Loxodon Smiter there. Common Bond could be pretty good. I just don't know what I would take out for it. I don't think there's anything I would take out. Like maybe a Verdant Haven, but that's actually fixing the mana, so I'm just gonna leave it. I actually had a pretty slow hand too, relatively speaking. Alright, well this hand's a mulligan. I don't think I've opened with a game yet where I haven't had to mulligan. Based on one-landers or uncastable spells. Yep, we're mulliganing. Jeez. This hand's like an effective mulligan. He mulliganed to 5. I'm going to take 5 too, I think. Yeah, because this hand isn't doing anything, and he seems like he's mildly aggressive. Alright. The problem is I don't have any creatures to replace the gargoyle. I think he mulliganed to 4. Did he mulligan to 4? Yeah. Alright, well, I guess on the plus side for him, this is a pretty slow hand. I guess I get to cast a Centaur Healer on turn 3. Man, he's got a 2-drop. That's a nice mulligan to 4. Especially since I'm not doing anything. And another land drop. If he casts like a Lockstone Smiter here, that would be like the perfect hand. You don't typically want to keep one-landers. Like, ever. And especially when you're against a really aggressive deck, if you miss that land, if you miss those land drops, then you just die. Like, I'm not keeping one-landers, like, almost ever. And especially since I couldn't, like, that one-lander, I couldn't actually do anything. Well, I have all the lands to cast my Risen Sanctuary. I think I am going to pass the turn here and, like, make him use a combat trick on his turn. Prevent the damage. Because, like, if he has the combat trick, I want him to use it on his turn. Yeah, so we're both sitting here doing nothing, but on turn 7, I'm going to cast a Risen Sanctuary. He's not holding a Helix. He would have cast it if he had it. Zertos Swine? Well, that's a fair play. Now we get the Croconura. Alright, well, we'll play out Croconura. I guess the land tap doesn't matter. But I am going to take 5 from this Zertos Swine. And probably another fair amount of damage from the True Fire Paladin. I don't know what he has, but my hand has not been very good. Just drawing all these lands isn't really helping anything. Yeah, so I'm going to take some damage here. I think I can afford to just toss away the Croconura, though. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just throw away the Centaur Healer. Because I think the Risen Sanctuary is going to stabilize me pretty hard. So yeah, I'm just going to throw away the Centaur Healer. Maybe I don't. Yeah, we're just gonna... I guess I'll just take 5 from the pig here. And the Loxodon Smiter. Alright. Ooh, Rebel Belt Raiders. Man, that's deep. But I'm going to play this Risen Sanctuary to stabilize the board. This pretty much turns off all of his attacks. Follows the Croconura. And we're going to pass the turn. So, like, Unflinching Courage would be the perfect draw. I would also accept, like, a give take. Rubbleback Rhino, okay, sure. Volatile Rig, that's awesome. So he can bash with the team, he can double block to kill the... or bash with the Risen Sanctuary, and he can double block to kill it. Which I think I'm okay with. Like, getting 2 for 1 on my big dude. And then playing a Robo-Belt Raiders and a Volatile Rig. That seems like it's going to be okay to me. So let's bash with Mr. Sanctuary. If he double blocks, it's still a 2-for-1. He's going to lose 2 big creatures to kill my dude. And then I play Rubble Belt Raiders. Which evolves Mr. Croconura. And then I play Volatile Rig, which evolves Mr. Croconura, and my board is restabilized. Then I just get to bash with the team next turn, and yeah, if the Volatile Rig blows up, it blows up. It doesn't matter because my Croconura and Raiders will live through the blow up. Maybe I don't attack with the Centaur Healer, but then he can double block the Raiders and not lose anything. Or maybe I just bash with the Rig. Now, I think I need to at least attack with Croconura, Raiders, and Rig. It makes the Raiders out of First Strike True Fire range. And if he takes 8 here, then he's in pretty rough shape, I think. So I think his play here is to double pump his True Fire to... No, he's going to True Fire on my Volatile Rig? Okay. Alright, so we're going to let that happen. Yes, True Fire gets first strike, sure. And +2, sure. Alright, I lost the flip. He dies. So, board wipe in progress. No. Doesn't matter. Alright. So he takes a lot of damage there. And his board is wiped. I lost a Centaur Healer and a Rig, which I'm okay with both. And there's not really a way he gets out of this, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he blocked the Rig there. Like, if I was him, I would have just pumped up the True Fire and blocked the Rubblebelt Raiders and let the Rig and the Croconura get through. Yeah, the chat time lag is pretty bad, and there's not much I can do about it. Unfortunately, that's just sort of the nature of streaming. Since I don't use like the paid streaming apps or whatever. Skynet Legionnaire. Don't try and race me, bro. Oh no, he didn't. He played that post-combat. Alright, so we're just bashing. Bashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. playing a brush strider. You are very dead. Alright, we're on to the finals.